back again, back to another one of these vlog videos. I'm actually out in our backyard right now, just kind of checking out the spot where we're going to be putting the trailer once it comes in. Should be here by the end of the week, possibly the beginning of next week. As I stated in one of my previous vlogs, they have gotten the decals for it, and supposedly they're putting them on right now, but it takes some time because they also have to go ahead and get the batteries in there and make sure everything works. But this right here is the spot where the trailer is going to go. This is where my dad had that car hauler trailer, the one that was like I think it was like an 18-foot. That trailer has been sold, so thank God that we would not have had room for both of those. So he sold the Monte Carlo and the trailer, the car trailer. Now we have plenty of room and money to be able to get the travel trailer. For those of you that haven't been following my channel, we're getting a Keystone Laredo. It is a 34-foot travel trailer, fifth wheel, and it's a 2009 model, so we absolutely cannot wait to do that. It's going to be so much fun. We are going to be taking quite a few trips starting in the fall, and I'm definitely going to bring you guys along with me. I think 2 trips in mind right now. One is Cherry Stone National Park, which is on the eastern shore of Virginia, and 2, we want to go ahead and visit Charlottesville, Virginia again. So we're going to visit Montpelier and Monticello, basically Thomas Jefferson's house, James Madison's house, and I think it's just going to be a lot of fun. I was there years ago, but it's been a long time. Incidentally, I am trying a new selfie stick that I just got from our local discount store, Rose's, so we'll have to see how good this comes out. I'm kind of noticing it's a little shaky, so I'm hoping the video comes out okay, but this is a trial process for sure. A few things I need to do today. I absolutely have to get down to the CHKD thrift store in Portsmouth. Basically, I need some monitors. I'm getting quite a few towers from the same gentleman today, and I only have 1 monitor, so I need to go ahead and try to acquire at least maybe 2, maybe 3 more monitors. So just gonna have to see how it goes. I kind of figured we'd switch up a little bit today. I want to take a little bit of a walk. This is not officially going to be a walking vlogger, but I figured I'll go ahead and inform you guys on what my plans are, and we'll just see the beautiful scenery out right now. I could definitely hear the cicadas in the background. They were really loud this morning. I went out just to sip my coffee and kind of just relax, and it was just too annoying. I kept constantly hearing the cicadas whining. Whining? I don't know if that's the proper term for what a cicada does. I know that they usually, I think they make the noise like a grasshopper does by rubbing their whatever they is, fins together, whatever you call them. But it is really, really beautiful out right now. Like I said, the temperature is going to get much hotter in the next couple hours. We're looking to get into the mid to upper 90s today, and yeah, the humidity is really going to be bad. One thing I wanted to give you guys an update on, I don't know if any of you guys watched the series Arrested Development. I know I've talked about it a few times before and previously in the vlogs. Well, I just found out that since it moved to Netflix, they are definitely putting out a new season. It's going to be a 19-episode season. It's going to be in the same format as the previous Netflix season was, because all of these people, you know, Michael Cera, Tony Hale, Jeffrey Tambor, and Jason Bateman, they all have previous engagements. So what they're going to do, they're going to go ahead and film it the same way, whereas they're going to take 1 episode and it's going to be mostly about 1 character. At least that's what I've been hearing. Now, the episodes have not actually been released on Netflix yet. That's supposed to happen sometime in midsummer, so they're talking maybe July or August, but I cannot wait. I actually just got into this series. I mean, it's really interesting. Basically, for those of you that don't know about it, it's about this rich family that loses everything because the father was scamming people, and they're all kind of dysfunctional. They all have their own problems, hence the name Arrested Development. And yeah, I just cannot wait until the new season comes out. I think it's going to be really, really awesome. I'm going to head down to the cul-de-sac here. It's actually getting pretty hot right now. I'm breaking out in a pretty good sweat at the moment. And like I said, it's not really the heat, it's more the humidity than anything right now. It's something that unfortunately I'm not going to be able to do mostly in the summer because around here it just gets way too hot. I mean, you get heat stroke in the summer here within probably 20-30 minutes of being outside. And always remember, whenever you're exercising, no matter your physical condition, no matter if you're male, female, the most important thing is hydration. Now, I'm not going to be walking too far from the house, so I didn't wind up bringing anything with me, but if I was going to do a longer walk, say maybe 2, 3, 5 miles, I would definitely have a jug of water with me. And if it was an especially hot day, I would probably change that out for something like Gatorade or Powerade, because those have the salt that you need, because as you sweat a lot, your body removes a lot of salt from your body, and if you don't have salt in your body, then your blood pressure will dip, and you can actually be in jeopardy of fainting. Matter of fact, my ex-girlfriend's mom, she has low blood pressure, and she was actually walking one day, and she just pretty much fainted because her blood pressure had dropped so low. So basically, you want to keep yourself hydrated. If you have, like I said, water is good, but on a super hot day where you're sweating profusely, something like Gatorade is better, because not only does it have the electrolytes that you need, but also has the salt that you need to maintain proper body hydration. Well, I'm going to go ahead and pause the video here. There are a few things I want to show you inside. Probably take me about 5 minutes to get back, so talk to you in a few minutes. So I'm heading inside. That was a good little walk. Just got a little too hot. Pretty common, like I said, this time of year. I'm gonna have to start preparing dinner tonight. I'm gonna be doing chicken and rice. Mom pre-cooked the chicken last night and broke it all up into pieces. And I'm gonna be using this Mahatma yellow long grain rice. This is saffron rice. We get this from Walmart. This whole thing costs maybe like $2 or $3. Excellent for making chicken and rice. Unfortunately, it's not going to be a cooking video. Like I said, I'm pretty strapped for time today. I will try to do more of those when I can. The main reason I haven't done cooking videos is I just have been too busy with other things. You know, life unfortunately hands you things that you have to do. Not necessarily things you want to do, but things that you have to do. And but I will show you this. What I usually do when I make the chicken and rice, I'll usually cut up onions and peppers and pre-cook them. Now, this is just some we had left over from the other day. This is basically just yellow onion and green pepper cooked in a little bit of olive oil. Now, I'm going to have to do some more for this dish, but basically what I'll do is I'll saute them in a pan. I use the rice cooker to actually cook the rice, and we've actually used that rice cooker, the one that we picked up from the estate sale the other day. We actually cooked the saffron rice we had the other day in that, and it worked fantastically. And one thing I know I forgot to tell you, I was going to show you guys the warranty card. It actually dates it to right around 1972, and I was absolutely shocked it was that old. Bearing in mind, this thing was never, ever used. This thing was brand new. Actually, this is the card right here. And I'm going to read you something on here I think you guys are going to find pretty interesting. And they call it the Panasonic Product Analysis Card. So not even really a warranty card. This is basically just the questionnaire they ask you to basically get a better idea of the types of products you buy and what you may be buying from them in the future. This is the one I found amusing. How were you influenced in this purchase? Now bear in mind, they give you all these examples. First one we have magazine, newspaper, radio or TV, store display. Okay, so of course there's no internet, maybe text from somebody. This is where it gets interesting. Direct mail, dealer suggestion, a friend's recommendation, or another trusted Panasonic item. Maybe they asked if that puts you to it. Now, the one about direct mail I found interesting. For those of you guys that are a little too young to remember, and I'm almost too young to remember, direct mail was what they had before they had the internet, before Google looked at what you do online and they recommended products to you. Basically what that is, back in the day, companies would actually send you out advertisements for different products. Like you would have twice the amount of junk mail. You would get things for like the rice cooker. Maybe if they knew you purchased a stereo years ago, like my dad back in the 70s purchased a Lafayette stereo from a dealer somewhere in Connecticut, because we lived in upstate New York at the time and we were near the Connecticut border. And basically what they would do about once or twice a year, they would send him advertisements for the new products that came out via mail. And they would usually include some kind of coupon saying, come in now, something like, come in now and purchase the brand new Lafayette quadraphonic high fidelity stereo receiver. Trade your old one in and receive like a 25% discount, something to that effect. And basically you would bring that advertisement with you and you would actually buy it. And it's funny how much things have changed nowadays. And I think that says a lot about why the post office is in the predicament that it's in now, losing billions of dollars a year, because whereas people used to have most of their communications, even things that they purchased via mail, now it's all done online. Granted, they did pick up in business because people are shopping online, but places like Amazon, eBay, I guess some of the ones over in China too, they all tend, if they ship here, they all tend to want to use either FedEx or UPS. And I'm not a big proponent of either of them. It's not that I dislike them intensely, but I've had issues specifically with UPS. It seems like whenever I get a package from UPS, there tends to have been some damage to it. Whereas whenever I get packages from the post office, they're usually pristine. If it was something fragile, they always stick, post fragile on there with a little stamp. And I never seem to have problems. I give you an example. What was the last thing I got? My head that I got, or my intake manifold that I got from my Lincoln Town Car came in via UPS. And that box was incredibly banged up. All the ends had been pushed in. It looked like it had suffered water damage. Thank God the manufacturer had the due diligence to actually put a little extra packing in there. Not only the packing peanuts, but they actually wrapped the whole thing in bubble wrap and taped it well so there wasn't any damage. But think about this. If that manufacturer didn't do their due diligence and pack it that way, let's say they just put a thin layer of bubble wrap and maybe put newspaper or something in it, that thing would have been destroyed. So that's just my personal experience. You guys can leave in the comments what you like and don't like about the different shipping companies, whether it's USPS, UPS, FedEx, or any of the other ones that I can't think of off the top of my head right now. Well, I definitely need to heat up my coffee because I'm getting to the point where I'm starting to kind of get a little dozy. And as you guys know, I need to have at least 2 cups of coffee in the morning to keep myself going lately. Well, that happens to me, especially in the summertime. It's odd. In the wintertime, I usually don't need as much coffee because I'm a cool weather person. If I'm in a climate where it's cool, I'm okay. I have plenty of energy. But as soon as the heat starts coming and I spend any time out in the heat, my energy level just dips 40, 50%. And the only thing that will bring it back is a cup of coffee. Well, I see that Dad wants to come in. He's probably going to want to go ahead and relax because he's actually been working on his Plymouth, the 46 Plymouth Super Deluxe. He's been doing some body work on that, getting that ready to be sold, and that is going to be sold hopefully within the next couple of months. He was hoping originally to be able to keep it, but the problem is with the trailer coming, we just have way too many vehicles. My coffee's almost done, and I will talk to you guys in a little bit. All right, guys, so head over to my buddy Jeff's house. He's having some issues with his back right now, and I want to see if I can get him anything. I'm going to try to bring him some soup or something, because he said he really can't do much of anything. He's just going to start taking some painkillers to try to kind of knock the problem out, but the thing he needs to do is just kind of relax. So I'm going to try and help him out as much as I can. That's pretty much it. It's funny. It's hard to tell someone who's so active that they have to rest, and I totally get it because I've been in that situation myself. Not with my back. There were a couple times when my knee kind of gave out, and I really needed to rest for a couple of days, but my mind kept going on things I wanted to do, so I kind of forced myself to play through the pain, kind of like my dad does. Big mistake, because you really need to give your body ample time to recover. Once you have some kind of trauma like that, even though in his case it's muscle related, but muscles have to relax. The more you work them, the tenser they're going to get, and it's just going to exacerbate the problem. And true, you can take the muscle relaxers, all the medications, but in the end, they only mask the problem. They only mask the underlying situation. So he just really needs to rest, and I'm going to reiterate that to him when I get there. So got to make a couple of stops, and I'll keep you guys updated. Talk to you in a little bit. All right, guys, so I am out here in northern Suffolk. Kind of just found a secluded spot because I want to go ahead and give you guys my pickups haul for today. And I'm not going to take too much time because this vlog is already getting fairly long, but this is what I got. Quite a few towers. First one, and probably the best one, is this Beats Audio. This has got an AMD Vision, some kind of AMD Vision processor in it. And you can see that a lot of these were purchased for very little money. This one was 20 bucks. I mean, it is incredible what this score was. And like I said, I got this from a friend of mine, and we're going to work together on getting all of these up and running. Now, this one is some kind of e-machines. If you look inside, this one is running Windows Vista Basic. This one's got an Athlon 64 processor. If you guys want that Vista key, you can have it, because I am absolutely not going to be using Vista. All these are going to be getting Windows 7 at least, and maybe even Windows 10. This one here, I'm going to have to put the camera down for a minute so I can get these. All right, guys, so this is another real nice one. This one's a some kind of Dell with a Core i3 in it. Got a memory card reader, USB 2.0 on the front. Got a DVD multi-burner there. Nothing down there. You can see it looks like it's fairly new. This is an Inspiron 580. I don't know about USB 3.0 ports. This is really, really hard to do. Let's see if we got anything on here. No, it looks like this one is only USB 2.0. Usually it'd be marked with something if it was 3.0. But yeah, I mean, wow, not a bad score at all. Then I got this Dimension C521. This one I honestly is probably going to be used for parts, because these really suffered from motherboard failures a lot, and I really don't want to use this to build and give to somebody, because yeah, I'm just too afraid of those running into problems. His sides coming off of this one. This is another one of those Inspiron 530s. This one has a Core 2 Duo in it. If you can see down there, I'm not going to pull that one out because it's just too much of a hassle. This one is a DC Compact, HP Compact DC 5700 with a Pentium 4 Hyper-Thread in it. Now, what's really cool about this is, even though this is a Pentium 4, this is one of the later ones. So this is an LGA 775 CPU socket in here. And I just ordered about a week ago from China a Pentium D 945 3.4 gigahertz CPU. So that is probably going to go into here. And yeah, that'll make this a really nice and quick system. Back there, just some random Acer, I think it is. Yeah, some random Acer with a Pentium 4. Don't know what I'm going to do with that one yet. Again, that one may be for parts, not sure. And last thing I picked up was a whole bunch of DDR2 memory. These are all 2 gigabyte DDR2 sticks. So, being that most of these computers, with the exception of these two here, are DDR3s, the rest of these are going to use DDR2. So now I have plenty of memory to go ahead and rebuild these. I may just have to pick up a few extra hard drives, but I can go ahead and do that during the week. And last but not least, something that's going to help me do some videos in the very near future. That's right, guys. I got some Coleman camp fuel. This is basically a full thing of Coleman camp fuel. So, yeah, those videos on the Coleman heater and the 2 lanterns should be coming sooner than later. Hopefully, oh, got my fingers in front of there. Hopefully within the next few days. So, yeah, not a bad score guys, today. All right, guys, we'll go in the vlog here for today. I'm getting pretty hot. I'm actually starting to fight an ear infection right now, so I'm going to go home, edit up the vlog, and then probably rest for the remainder of the day. Just try to fight this thing off. Hopefully, I don't have to go to the doctor. Usually, when I get these little ear infections, after about a week or so, they go ahead and clear up on their own. But if not, I guess I'll be heading to patient first later. Hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Please remember to like and subscribe. And as I always say, have a blessed day.